Shalom, shalom, and welcome to the final night, Feast of Tabernacles 2028, 6028, excuse me. I don't know what's happening in 2028. I've said that several times, but it's 6028. We do not want to give this system 4,000 more years of rulership. So system, the year is 6028. I don't know what's going to happen in 28 of 2000, but this year is 6028. What we'll do now is say a prayer to our Father. We'll stand up and face the east and say a prayer to our Father. First, we'll say our national prayer, and then we'll say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Shalom. O Yahweh, God of our salvation, save us, gather us together, and deliver us from these heathens, so that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praises. Blessed be the holy name of Yahweh in Israel forever. O Yahweh, let them be confounded that persecute us, but let not us be confounded. Let our enemies be dismayed, but let not us be dismayed. Bring upon our enemies the day of evil, and destroy them with double destruction. O Yahweh, forgive our fathers for breaking your laws, and please forgive us for breaking your laws. Help us to never bring shame upon thy great name, nor reproach against our works. For surely we have turned ourselves to thee, O Yahweh, trying to be upright, and as we confess our faults, please grant us protection against all our faults. Cleanse us of our secret faults, and guide us to the best of morals. For surely our prayers and our sacrifices, our lives and our deaths are all for thee, O Yahweh. Tefillah, Avenu Shabbat Shemaya, Yika Deshemeraka, Tarvo Makuteaka, Yase Rizonka, Kivashemayim Kain Baret, Et Lekin Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayon, Uslak Lanu, All Kartenu, Kimoshaso Kim, Gamanaknu, Lakoten Lanu, Veal Tevienu, Ladeni Sayon, King Kasenu, Min Hara, Kilaka, Hamamlaha, Vead Givera, Vead Tiferet, Leolame, Olame, Sila. We thank thee, Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
First, I'd like to testify that Yahweh is God, that his son's name is Yahweh ben Yahweh, and we're in search of all good people. We are the nation of Yahweh. Simply, that means we are the nation of God. All good people want to be a part of the nation of God. We simply just know his name is Yahweh. Again, welcome. Now we'll have Sister Yehoshua.
Shalom, family. Welcome to this holy convocation, a sacred gathering commanded by Yahweh. Today we come together not for ordinary fellowship, but to stand before the Most High Yahweh in unity and holiness. This is a day set apart, a time to pause, reflect, and let the Spirit of Yahweh seal within us everything He has poured out during the season. As it is written in Leviticus chapter 23, verses 36, on the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you, is a solemn assembly, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. This day reminds us that even after the rejoicing of the feast, Yahweh calls us to remain in His presence, to linger, to listen, and to let His word dwell richly within us. So as we stand together in this appointed time, may our praise be pure, our hearts be open, and our spirit aligned with His will. Praise Yahweh. It's my honor to welcome our brother, Aman ben Yahweh, who will lead us deeper into the purpose of his holy convocation, of this holy convocation, Yahweh's holy convocation. Yahweh uses his servants to bring understanding and renewal, and through Brother Aman's words, we are reminded that the call to holiness is not seasonal, it is a way of life. Brother Aman, we welcome you tonight.
All right, shalom again. Praise Yahweh. It's again. Praise Yahweh. Pardon me. Things are trying to come loose. It's important for us to understand that Yahweh commands us to have a holy convocation during the feast. It's most important during these times that we come together and socialize and get to know each other. That is most important. These times are very troubling. All kinds of things are going on in the whole world, not just in the Middle East, the whole world. Well, we're going to have Brother Anaya to talk about what holy convocation means.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
Holy convocation, etymology. Holy is from the Old English halil, meaning set apart, sacred, whole. Convocation is from Latin, convocatio, from con, which means together, and vocare, which means to call or summon. So holy convocation literally means a sacred summoning together. Biblical reference, Leviticus 23:3. 6 days shall work be done, but the holy seventh day is the Sabbath of rest. On holy convocation, you shall do no work therein. These are the feasts of the Lord Yahweh, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Definition. A holy convocation is a divinely commanded gathering, a sacred assembly where the people of Yahweh are called together by voice to meet with him, usually during Sabbath and feast days. This is not optional. It's a royal summons from the Most High. Holy means you are set apart, meaning that this gathering isn't just for common use. Convocation means called together, meaning No one invites themselves. Yahweh does the calling. It is an appointment with heaven. You don't attend a holy convocation for entertainment. You attend because the King of Kings, the God of gods, put your name on the guest list. In Hebrew, the word convocations, which is mikra, which means sacred assembly, a rehearsal, a reading aloud, a proclamation. So when you attend a holy convocation, you're actually stepping into a spiritual rehearsal for the kingdom. That's it.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you, Brother Anaya. Yahweh ben Yahweh commands us to come together. This is not something we just say, make up, but he commands us to come together during our feast. It's a commandment. All the blessings that we've been talking about all this week, we only acquire them by being obedient to Yahweh ben Yahweh. Last night class, I got multiple calls, how they enjoyed the blessing. And I asked everybody, do you know how to acquire these blessings? It's by being obedient to Yahweh ben Yahweh and not making excuses not to follow his divine instructions. If you're not following his divine instructions, if you're putting something before him, that's called idolatry. And he's upset with the idolatry of America. America has absolutely put Yahweh, any kind of morality, to a side. Matter of fact, it's not even important to America anymore. When we talked about the last days, part of the definition of last days, when morality is at an all-time low, being disobedient to Yahweh is immorality. We have to say this. We have to tell the truth. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Not part truth, all of it. When we talk about the feast, since we're at the Feast of Tabernacles, out of 365 days, Yahweh commands 23 of those days to come to the feast for multiple reasons. We have to understand that our Father may not be physically here, but believe me, he is very much here and observing those of us that claim that we love him. It's our responsibility to save the world through Yahweh ben Yahweh's teachings. If we don't keep the feasts, then we're setting the wrong example for the world. We don't want to be guilty of setting an example of unrighteousness, saying that we're believers of Yahweh ben Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. We talked about last night a lot of blessings, Yahweh ben Yahweh putting in place divine instructions for us to follow, the kinds of people we need to build the nation of Yahweh, all the righteous people. And he's making it very clear that we must be obedient to him. I want you to turn to Proverbs 13:22. 13:22. Proverbs 13:22. And it says, a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. Yahweh ben Yahweh has left, created an inheritance for us. Do we want it? Last night was a great example. Every night of this feast is a great example of what he has prepared for us. All Yahweh wants for us is the best of everything. If we're not doing what he's instructing us to do, how do we really expect to get the best of the best? The scripture says, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. All the wealth that this sinful world has is simply laid up for us. Those of us that will follow his instruction, keeping his laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments. Yes, we have more work to do other than just the feast. You're absolutely right. Yahweh wants us to do all of it. Don't cut shortcuts. We cannot make shortcuts, select what we want to do. He said we have to do it all. Praise Yahweh. The wealth that's accumulated by those who do not follow Yahweh's, ben Yahweh's, if it's accumulated by those who don't follow him, it is not their ultimate possession. If they're accumulated and they're not following his instructions, or they're wicked, it's not ultimately their possession, but it is instead reserved or laid up for the righteous who will inherit it. This biblical concept suggests that ill-gotten gains are temporary and will ultimately be transferred to those who live accordingly to Yahweh ben Yahweh's divine principles. I hope that is very clear. It's all up to us. We're making the position. We're making our decision. The position all of us are in today is simply based on choices that we made. Every position that we're in is simply choices. It's because of the choices that we made. When you read about all these blessings, and we're still putting Yahweh ben Yahweh on the back burner, indicate those that in the days of Noah, they just ignored him until the end came. It was sudden destruction. Yahweh commanded Noah not to open the door. It says, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man, Yahweh ben Yahweh. I pray that we do not get caught up in that same as it was in the days of Noah. But it's our choice. I'm simply just reading the law and suggesting over and over and over, we have a responsibility to build the kingdom of Yahweh, to expand the kingdom of Yahweh. If you're in sound of what I'm saying, this is not about color. This is not about nationality. We read that Judah was carried away captive. Yahweh also said that his seed has become like a speckled bird. Yes, Judah was totally black at one time. That does not eliminate anyone, because Yahweh said that his seed has become like a speckled bird. Your qualification is you want to build a moral nation for our Father, the nation of Yahweh. That's your qualification. If that's what you want to do, if that's what you are prepared to do, we welcome you. If you don't want to build a righteous nation, praise Yahweh, we have no use for you. In the meantime, the wealth of the wicked, the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Praise Yahweh. Well, this will not be a long night tonight. We will take the time now to fellowship with those of us that are here and talk about preparations for Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is April the 1st through April the 9th. The last night for Feast of Unleavened Bread will be April the 8th. So you have plenty of time to arrange your schedules to be here. It also says, do not come empty-handed. I notice some like to pretend like they don't understand that that's money too. We get real boogermanish when it comes to giving to Yahweh, putting him on the back burner. Yes, it's about everything, and that includes money also. As you're able to give, you have plenty time. As our Father said, if you need another job, get another job. Whatever you have to do to get here, do whatever it takes. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Anybody like to comment on what this feast meant to them? And after that, we'll have some announcements. You see it? You see it?
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
This feast was full of a wealth of information. One of the things for me that was a takeaway was the blessings that Yahweh have for us, have in store for us. And it's good to know that, it's a simple task, simple ask, just to follow the laws. I know we tend to put things first. We put, I need to get this money. But if you follow the laws, you'll get the money. I need to get food for the house for this week. If you follow the laws, you'll have the food. I got a car I need to buy. If you follow the laws, that car would be in reach. And for me, it's that simple. I want to testify that Yahweh is God, and the Son is Yahweh ben Yahweh. We all know that the Son of God and God is one. So I know I see people in the chat. Happy you guys are there in the chat with us. But I'll tell you this: the old ancient naming convention in Hebrew was, it would put like a Ben Yahweh, Ben Elohim after the name. So by that notion, the Son of God name has to be Yahweh ben Yahweh. Look it up yourself. Look it up yourself. Tell me what you find when you look it up in the comments. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh ben Yahweh.
This feast, like every other, always means a lot to me, because once this feast has passed, then that's it. We move forward on to the next one. And every feast, we have the opportunity, and we take the opportunity to learn and grow as a family in Yahweh. Just going back to some of our videos on our YouTube, looking at the things we studied and the elevation and the evolution that we are taking with our studies. We're just taking it level by level. And something happened this past feast where we were discussing how for us it's such second nature to know things from what we've studied, and how we have to digest them sometimes for others. And that's just a testament to when you do study and show thyself approved, there are some things that come natural to you. And it'll get better with each generation, which is another great thing. Having the generations here learning about Yahweh naturally, like this is their natural environment, a holy one, a sacred one, a one with God-like people cultivating their minds. So it's always awesome, always wonderful to be here. I thank Yahweh for allowing me to be here with you all, my family, and just enjoying this feast and learning and growing in Yahweh. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
As I've said, this is a very serious time. Yahweh told us that for those that don't wear white, buy your robe, put it in your closet, because the time is coming when you're going to need to put that robe on. That time is fastly approaching. Don't try to estimate how much time we have. When you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. Yahweh is tired of this world, and he's looking for his children that are tired of this world also. Everybody has an opportunity. Some are ready now. If you're listening, if you're ready now, the time is now. This is something we have not read in a long time, but it's called Be Aware. So we're going to read Be Aware. There's also something called the King Alfred Plan, but we're going to read Be Aware tonight.
Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh.
This is found in our True History, the World's Best Kept Secret. Did you know? 1. In July 1967, a one world government system was organized in Geneva, Switzerland by a United Nations meeting.
Can't hear me.
On that date, they decided to dissolve the United Nations to make room for a new world order. The new world order will seize all possessions, savings, and personal bank deposits. Every man, woman, and child will receive a certain amount of money and a number from this new one world government system. The one world currency is already printed and ready to be put into circulation. In the near future, the one world currency will be issued. Every dollar will then be traded. You will receive $1 for every 10 you now have. The banker will handle what money you get. You won't handle any of it. At the United Nations meeting, they stated that you will receive a number from the one world government system. The number will promise the right to buy and sell. At this statement, a Christian stood up and asked, what would happen to the people who wouldn't go along with this? They then stated, their number will be canceled with a black line at the World Bank system, and they will be forced to destruction. That every person will have the number of his bank account tattooed on his forehead or the back of their right hand. The tattoo will be put on with a laser and will be invisible. It will show up under ultraviolet light. Ask about it at your bank. The new cash registers are linked up to computers by telephone cables in major department stores throughout the nation. They will eventually be linked to the banks. These cash registers have a connection for a box which will photograph the number with ultraviolet light. They will try to get you used to this by first using the marks and numbers that are appearing on everything you buy at the groceries. The new push-button telephones have too many buttons. According to a phone company executives, this extra button will be connected to your bank. When you push this button, you will start talking to a computer at your bank and will tell this computer what bills and the amount to be paid. Your bills will then be paid immediately. You will not handle any money. These are already used in Oregon and Washington. The bank will handle all money. You will be doomed to hell if you take the number of the beast. Revelations 14, 9 through 11, and Revelations 16, 2. Without this number, which is 666, Revelations 13, 18, you will be forced to destruction. It's all happening quickly and rapidly around us. What must you do? Since December 12, 1973, an amazing thing has happened. In March 1974, it was stated by the European Economic Market that they needed a leader. They suggested Dr. Henry Kissinger. Since that time, in just 10 months, 12 nations have changed leaders. They either die, resign, or were kicked out of office. Men who were against uniting the United States of America and the European Economic Market, they are now out. The men who took their places are for this uniting. The mark of the beast is in the United States. The Federal Reserve System is changing over their bank account numbers to a number recording 3 group with 6 digits, 666. The number of the Selective Service System is 666. The first 3 numbers of the new Social Security system is 666. In Brussels, Germany, a computer is set up to give everybody in the world a number overnight. It can talk, and they say it is alive. They named it the Beast. In Alabama, a computer system is linked up to every bank in Alabama. It is in Birmingham. It works so well, they say it is alive, and they gave it a name also. These computers will be linked together, one with another, throughout the world by telephone cables. It's all ready, and those who do not take the number of the beast will be killed. We better be ready. If we take the number, we are doomed to hell. Praise Yahweh.
Praise Yahweh. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just to add to that, Yahweh has taught us that if you're immoral, you already has his mark. If you refuse to follow his instructions, you already have his mark. You have an option to erase that immoral mark. You have the option to erase that immoral mark. It's our choice. Something that Yahweh stressed in one of our last meetings with him. He said he teach us to avoid the presence if you look like what you're doing is immoral. Don't do it. Cameras are everywhere. Face recognition is everywhere. Phone systems are all tapped. Those of us that are not following Yahweh's instructions, they know who you are. You won't be able to run to Yahweh not being moral. Avoid the appearance of evil is his instructions. You cannot hide. They are watching the world. They are watching us. They know that the system of Yahweh is going to be set in place. And those of us that are not with Yahweh, going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be kind of interesting. Yahweh talking about gashing of teeth. Well, you don't want to be in that group. We're going to end this class and we're going to stand and say our prayer, the Tefillah, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, which is the Tefillah, the Lord's Prayer. Tefillah. Avenu Shabbat Shemayim, Yikadeh Shemerka, Tavo Makuteaka, Yase Rizonka, Kivashemayim Kain Baretz, Et Leken Kukenu, Tain La Nu Hayom, Uslak La Nu, All Katenu, Kimosha Kim, Gomanaknu, Lakoteim La Nu, Veal Tevienu, Ladeni Sayam. King Ka Seinu, Min Hara, Killer Ka, Hamamlaha, Vead Gibera, Vead Teferet, Leolame, Olame Sila. We thank thee, Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Praise Yahweh. Always remember that Yahweh loves you. The nation of Yahweh loves you. We love you. And we look forward to seeing you at the next feast. Something will come out very soon for those that are a part of our system, which is the Discord. If you are, it'll come out on YouTube, but it'll be for those that's a part. Those that are prescribers, you will get a notice when it comes out. Praise Yahweh. Whatever you do, be safe.